Man, that's terrible. Honestly, I feel like I can't point no fingers at nobody else. You know what I'm saying? And I take full accountability and everything else that come with it. Because as for me as a player, I prayed for moments like that. You know what I'm saying? And the ball to come my way. And obviously for me to not come up with it, it stings a little bit. But I will tell you, if you think I'm not coming back any times harder than this, you got another thing coming.
Ooh, what's up, everybody? Just let that be known, man. We're back in this thing, man. We're back in this thing. Man, our Cowboys, man, they lost to the Philadelphia Eagles, man. And a heartbreaking loss, man. Heartbreaking, man. But yet again, a close game. And there's a lot to talk about. A whole lot to talk about. And we're here to talk about it. Without further ado, man, here's my co-host.
Hey, what's going on, fam? It's your boy John. Grab yourself something to drink. Sit back, relax, let that be known. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, man?
Man, not too much of nothing, man. We seen the Cowboys go against the Eagles this past Thursday, and man, a thriller. First half back and forth. They're going back and forth. They're going toe to toe. Then a rain delay, a lightning delay happens, and it sets them out for about an hour or something like that. They come back, and it's like a tale of two halves. First half, defense couldn't stop nothing. Offense going up and down the field. Second half, defense stopping everything. Offense can't go up down the field. So just a tale of two halves. But yet again, Dallas put themselves in a position to win the ball game. And they came up short, man. And we're going to dive into some of those reasons why. And we're also going to dive into some of the reasons why we were so optimistic this offseason. And Shotty, he don't just talk the talk, he walks the walk. Because them boys was ready to play. Through everything that they had been through this offseason with the whole Michael Parsons saga and all the media thing, this and that. And the first thing that came to mind, man, talking today was Dallas shocked the world. Because everyone thought that ball game was going to be a complete blowout. Which people who know football and people who are true fans knew it wasn't going to be a blowout. Because whenever you got 4, we don't get blown out by the Eagles. We just don't. It's a rarity that 4 loses to the Eagles. The numbers speak for itself. So, we knew that it was going to be a close game. Now, but there was still a lot of unanswered questions that we did not know coming into this game. And you be real with yourself. You didn't know really what the defense would be. What the D-line would be. You didn't know. You didn't know if we'd be able to run the ball. We've been talking about it. We can run the ball. And we always say that we don't need to be a prolific running team. We just need to be a capable running team. And so Dallas shocked us, man. Shotty shocked us, but man, we got to touch the elephant in the room, and that's Sedarian Lamb. I gotta call him Sedarian.
Oh man, call that man by that government, man.
You don't get called CD when you play like that, man. First half, boy was balling. He was unstoppable. He was CD the first half. That's Sedarian. That second half, I don't know him.
Oh man.
Dak was looking at him like, bruh, who is this guy?
Sheesh.
He looked like a practice squad player.
That's tough.
First thing, he looked like they knew the best receiver in the NFL the first half. He was cooking. Second half, I don't know if it was the delay. I don't know what it was, but to have multiple drops like that, especially drops in critical moments, and let me preface this to say this. Me going back and looking at the film, that last pass that Dak threw to CD on the little go wheel route, they manned up, the Eagles manned up. Dak knew exactly where he was going. He didn't care who else was getting open. He was going to 88 in a man one-on-one position. Now, hindsight would say, man, Turpin wide open. If you go back and look at that play, Turpin's open for the first down. But I'm in the mind of Dak. I'm going to my guy. He's one-on-one. I'm going there. And I'm going to give him a catchable ball. And he dropped that one. He dropped the one coming across the middle. He dropped several balls, man. He dropped about 4 of them, man. The tight end dropped a touchdown, which really led to the downfall, which led to that fumble. If the tight end catches that touchdown, fumble don't happen. Then 2, I think it was a bad coaching call having Miles Sanders do that with Devontae Williams and be your bell cow. But, man, tell me what you think, man.
Man, this was definitely an interesting game, man. I got some answers that I needed, but then there's some that I'm still in the woods about. If someone told me we was gonna lose this game, and they would ask me who would be one of the reasons why we lost this game, 88 would definitely not be on my list. He would be at the bottom of my list. He would be at the bottom of my list. And for him to have one of these, those type of games, which I don't think he's ever had a game quite like this.
Not that bad. He's had drops, but not consecutive. Like
drops.
He's dropping every ball
or plays as, or clutch time plays. He's always come through the clutch. So for him to have one of these type of games, especially that first half when he was just unstoppable,
couldn't stop him.
It was crazy, man. From the lightning delay and the skirmish and all those things, and also even before the first snap, you got Jalen Carter spitting on 4. Couldn't have been me, but spitting on 4.
Shout out to Dak Prescott, man.
And that comes from people that don't know or don't remember. Dak has a psychology degree. He know how to get in your head, especially when you're a bonehead like Jalen Carter.
So let me tell y'all how this all started. So this started with Dak being a captain and a leader. Jalen Carter is trying to rattle the rookie guard.
Mm-hmm.
It's his first game. It's going to be his first snap. So he's trying to get into his head. Maybe cause a false start. Maybe call something. Just trying to get in his head. He know there's probably jitters going on in Tyler Booker's head. So he's talking trash. He's walking over away from the line of scrimmage. He's not even supposed to be on the other side of the line of scrimmage. First and foremost.
Yeah, it's an unwritten rule.
Like, you're not even supposed to be on this side of the ball first and foremost. So that he already violating by even being on this side. But Dak sees him trying to rattle Booker. So Dak steps up and starts to engage with Jalen Carter. And Dak, is getting into his head, and things like that. And so Dak goes and he spits at the ground. And so Jalen Carter loses it.
You spitting at me?
You spitting at me? Good. It spits on Dak. And Dak already knew the ref, it's an altercation going, so the ref is automatically going to come over.
Mm-hmm.
So the ref just came over and stood by the altercation. And so I don't know if Jalen Carter knew that the ref was right behind him. He couldn't have knew because he wouldn't have did it.
He that dumb.
And so he spits on that, and the ref is like, really?
Like, I'm not right here. Matter of fact, let me take that back. He knew he was there. He just that dumb. Cause usually when refs walk up when you talking noise, they be like, hey, y'all kind of calm down. Something like that. They're not just gonna walk up quietly. So I'm on the mindset that the ref walked up and just said something like that. Hey, y'all kind of calm that down, especially being before the first snap. And he just didn't care. He just didn't care. He had an N-word moment.
And so he does that, get himself tossed, and possibly some more games suspended, depending on what the league is gonna do. You're on national TV, it's the only game. They definitely gonna hit your pockets, but I'm pretty sure Goodell's gonna make an example because that's embarrassing for the league. It's a primetime game, it's a ring ceremony, everybody watching, and sponsors are watching. You go. And you basically, that's an assault, especially here in Texas. I don't know what the law is in Philly, but in Texas, if you spit on somebody, that's an assault. You can go to jail for that, for putting your bodily fluids on somebody. But shout out to Dak for being a leader. Foe came to freaking play and remind everybody exactly why everybody was saying that in the Cowboy Nation that he's top 5. 4 came and showed you why I'm him and why when I'm on this field, offense looks totally different. And I'm glad that he's back moving mobily. That's another threat of him just getting out of trouble, not sitting back there just taking sack because, he's not comfortable moving. He was getting out of trouble. And shout out to the O-line. They did good, man. They're a young bunch. They did good, man. Especially the Booker and BB. Shout out to my boy Guyton, man. They was hard on him. He socked somebody. Shout out to him, man. You muted.
I gotta show that, man.
Knock the heck out that boy. Like, man, you better get down. Yeah.
Fall.
Sit down.
Hello.
You remember he was boxing in the ring?
Right.
Everybody was laughing at him.
Yeah. Here you go.
That boy got a mean left hook.
Mm-hmm.
Sit down. Boy, he was like, what?
Look at I'm gonna tussle with you.
Oh, boy, he could have gave that man a concussion, boy.
Wow.
Man, that little side was sold up, boy. Look at that, sold up. Sit down. I'm not gonna be pushing back and forth with you. I ain't like Tyler Smith.
He said, you ain't gonna be threatening me with the physical.
Tyler Smith gonna sit up here and tussle with you. I ain't doing it.
Look at Tyler Smith. Look at Tyler Smith. He
Tyler Smith got him hemmed up.
He had him hemmed up though.
Yeah, he got him tussling. I'm not doing that. I say sit down. I'm not tussling with you. Boy, that miss was funny. Woo. But shout out to the O-line, man. I got to do this because I'm the one that called this early in the offseason. People said I was crazy. I told y'all Diggs was playing week 1. I told y'all we shouldn't trade Diggs. I told y'all what it's going to look like when Diggs and Bland is on the field together. They had AJ and them in jail. Diggs gave up 0 catches. They was in jail. Like Paul and Silas. They was locked up. That's a biblical term for those who don't know.
Get in your word, y'all. Get in your word.
They was in jail. And they weren't even arguing about it because they knew he was locked up. Normally you see AJ Heat screaming because he wants some passing.
Don't want no part of that.
And I kept telling people, and I'm going to remind people of this. I told them cornerback ain't our problem. We shouldn't worry about cornerback. We should worry about linebacker. They missed so many tackles in the open field. I kept saying, our strongest part is the secondary. People said, man, no, man. I said, man, I'm telling you, the strongest thing is our secondary.
You sure want them linebackers, I tell you that.
People kept talking about, man, the linebackers might be. I said, man, I don't know. It's iffy. I don't know. I know what Diggs and Bland look like when they healthy to play. I know what that is. And shout out to the other young fella we got from Buffalo. He was hooping too.
Elam.
Shout out to him too. He was hooping. And shout out to Eva Flus for putting Bland in the slot too, man. He know where to put the guys. Like, shout out. I've been saying it. I mean, man, Bland plays best ball in the slot. It don't matter if you move in Devontae Smith to the slot. We got a killer there too. You can't run. But this game, man, this game here was decided, man, on which team was going to beat themselves. And we was thinking, man, how we going to fare in the trenches? We fared well. And shout out to Jerry Jones. You might don't stand him. I can't stand him over half the time. But he made a gutsy call in trading Micah Parsons and going to get a run stopper. And Odigizua and Clark in the middle held Saquon Barkley to 3.3 yards a carry and only 61 yards.
60
yards.
Ain't give him no extra yardage.
Now, it's kind of hard. They got double running backs playing. So that's kind of hard. And that wasn't personnel problem. So I'm gonna let y'all know that's coaching. Because we stopped all the scrambling in the second half with the coaching adjustment. If y'all didn't notice, him looping that defensive end around as a spy, that's coaching. That's coaching. I said, boy, that's coaching. And to make adjustments is something that we haven't had. To be able to just make adjustments like, hey, this is killing us. We got to find a way to slow it down. And, you know, we all know Hurts is a one-read guy. He looks, it ain't there. Now he's back there. He's juking, trying to run. And shout out to the D-line, man. They did their job. Defense did their job. When we needed stops, they got them. In that fourth quarter, when we needed stops to get Dak the ball for a chance to win, the defense got to stop. Now, CD dropped them things, but the defense did their job. When you look at it and say, defense, we need this stop. Defense went out and got you a stop. And that's something that we ain't been able to say in a long time, that the defense played clutch defense. And I kept saying all season, we don't need the defense to be great. We just need them to be good and sound. Now, this is the reason why I'm not as worried about the linebacker position, because we got number 0 coming back. Overshawn will play this year. And he's a game wrecker. And he's a game wrecker. And I am excited to get him back on this defense. And shout out, man, to Malik Hooker for stepping up, being one of the leaders on this defense. And shout out to the coaches, man, for having these guys ready to play. But it's one thing I got to touch, and that's Jalen Tolbert.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Like, Tolbert looked like he just didn't want to play. Like, he didn't want to block. He was half running routes. Like, they threw a screen to Turpin. Instead of him blocking his man, he just kind of like just standing there and trying to be in the way. Instead of him going and attacking the block and giving Turpin a chance to get going, Turpin could have got 5 or 6 yards out of it. It ended up turning into a negative play. Like, you just can't have that. But I wasn't never worried about the offense per se. But shoddy play calling, yes. He called a good game. He called a good game, man.
This is, I can truly say, for the first time in 15 years or so, where we didn't have to win in spite of our coach. Our coach actually put us in the best position to win.
And I'm happy you said that. Guys, we only had like 3 or 4 penalties.
4 penalties for what was that? 42 yards.
So everybody in the off season saying that we was undisciplined because we were fighting and Shotty was getting on their tail. This is why you make them run wind sprints. This is why. They look like a disciplined football team out there. That looked like a disciplined football team. It wasn't a lot of false starts. It wasn't a lot of holding, unnecessary holding. This is why we said the culture is changing. Now, Shotty's pissed. Shotty's mad as H. Because he's like, we should have won that game. Oh, coach, do you feel like more? Shotty, I don't do more. It's wins and losses. And when you have a shot to win, I expect to win. Now, what happens is, this is what happens when you have a coach like that. Instead of those men going to CD, I wouldn't be surprised if there's Pickens in that position next time. Now, Shotty did what he's supposed to do. He designed the plays for CD Lamb. But now, you gotta remember he a first year coach, so he's got to prove himself.
Man, and
I believe in CD. I think he's gonna bounce back. I believe CD is great. We're not saying that CD isn't a number one. We're not saying that he ain't great. But what we are saying is, this is what we're saying. When you have a first year coach and you're trying to turn the culture around, this is stuff that plays our culture. Stuff like that. What will go wrong, it goes wrong. That's a culture thing. Clutch time. Somehow we just lose it when you got everything going for you. Like Dak is throwing perfect passes, putting it on the numbers. And it's just going through, like it's just happening. You just watching it. Now, I'm not saying the city won't bounce back from that, but as a coach, when you're trying to change your culture, you're trying not, hey, this is no longer us. We put ourselves in position to win. Why not go win it? God dang it. Win the ball game. Take it. It was in our possession to take the doggone ball game. And we pissed it right down the drain.
So I'm with you, man, especially with Jalen Tolbert, bro.
No, JT.
He man, bring up one of these receivers from the practice squad. You got Jonathan Mingo. You got Trayshawn Holden.
You know, he
You
would
got,
be the Jonathan Mingo would play, but he hurt.
Oh, he's hurt. Okay.
He got hurt in the preseason.
Okay, so we still got Jalen Cropper. We got Trayshawn Holden. We got quite a few on the practice squad, man, because he don't look like he want to be out there, and he hadn't put no skins in the game to where he can just go out there and just play like how he played, man. Or he didn't play. Let me take that back.
Given in the effort to block.
No effort, no block. He literally just standing there.
Like, I would give Pickens some props. Like, at least he gave some effort to try to block.
Right.
Even if I ain't getting the ball, like, I'm gonna make efforts. If the guy come my way, I'm gonna try to make a block. Not Tolbert.
Not Tolbert is standing there.
He was looking, and Turpin got up like, bro,
you just refused to block.
Like, I can make one of them miss, but you're gonna let your guy go. Like,
but I see what's gonna happen with Tolbert. I'm gonna go ahead and call it now. He gonna end up like Mozzie.
Well,
in street clothes.
This is the saying that they are possibly trading Mozzie. Would you pair him up with Jalen Tolbert?
Bye. Because I didn't want him anyway. I didn't want Mozzie anyway. They should have cut him, but I understand.
They didn't have a choice at the time.
I know at the time they didn't, but as of now, you know, you have your D tackle set. Bye.
Because right now he's 4th and 5th string D tackle.
Yeah, he's not even. He didn't even suit up.
Didn't suit up.
So yeah, it ain't gonna be no suiting up anytime soon. Especially when your coach coming out verbally like this and saying this is why you're not playing, or this is why you're trash. You are trash.
We're trying to put it. He tried to put it in a nice way.
But he basically saying, son, you trash.
They asked Evil Flus, like, well, what about Mozzie? He's like, well, we're still trying to get him to get it. You know, when you go watch the O-line and watch how fast they got off the D-line. Watch how fast they got off the ball.
Even if they didn't get there, they got off the ball fast.
The point of attack, which only left a little running room, which allowed your linebackers to come up and make some tackles and plays, and your safeties to come up and make tackles and plays. Because you're not getting blown off the line of scrimmage. Like, watch Solomon Thomas. His get off is so fast. I mean, when they say Hut, he's coming. Watch James Houston. Watch how he's getting off the ball. Watch Clark. Watch those guys. Watch how they getting up off. Odigizua. They was getting up off the ball.
Even Kenny Clark, man, the burst he had getting off the ball. Now, I know they adjusted it in the second half, man, but I just hope it's not a problem going forward. These DNs have to stay disciplined.
I think they
have to stay disciplined.
I think they will. I mean, they made an adjustment in the second half,
but because my thing is like, they did make an adjustment, but what if we didn't have that delay? What would it have been then?
I mean, yeah. But I think that this game here, and I think why so many Cowboys fans wasn't so mad that we lost. This game here was a measuring stick to see exactly how good are we and how good we can be. And it shocked the world. That's why I started off with Dallas shocked the world. Because a lot of them had us not making the playoffs at all until now. Oh, I can see them being a wild card team. Because of this measuring game. You went toe-to-toe with the Super Bowl champs. And to most people's knowledge, Dallas gave the game away. Philly didn't beat Dallas. Dallas gave it away. It's one thing to go in there and get your tail beat. It's another thing to go in there and you just lost. You gave it away.
And I get that. And I hope Eberflus don't do this next week against the Giants, man. Get Damone Clark.
Russell Wilson?
Yeah, against Russell.
Damone Clark and garbage, boy.
Get Damone Clark off the field. Put Lower Fowl in there. When Lower Fowl only plays 6 snaps. That's unacceptable.
James Houston needs to play more, too.
James Houston needs to play more on the DN. especially if you're gonna continue to be undisciplined, standing in your gaps. Pull these guys, man. It's hungry guys over there that want to get in there and do some things.
I think the defense will be better. The defense isn't going to be the strong point of this team. It's just not going to be.
No.
They're going to get better and they're going to be sound. What we wanted to know, these are three things we want to know. Can we stop the run? And not get tore out the frame in the running game. Can we run the freaking ball? These are two of the main things that we wanted to know.
Let's talk about the running game, man. Or it seemed like it's just all over the place. Because Williams, when he was in that, he was decent. He was running the ball well. He was running hard and tough. Then you put Miles Sanders in there with his bowlegger in. And
it was good until Miles fumbled the ball. Like Miles was running. I'm not gonna criticize him I'm not gonna criticize the rotation because they was running good. The only thing Miles did was a costly fumble. That's the only mistake he had. Now it was costly, but that's the only mistake he had. Now the rotation was good because they was getting yards, they was gashing.
Man, we need to suit up Jaden Blue, man, because Jaden Blue wouldn't got caught.
He wouldn't have got caught.
You let a linebacker.
But also I hear the nervous of what they think about Jaden Blue is he know all his cues on the pass protection. They don't feel comfortable there until he can prove in practice, like, I know exactly where I need to block, who I need to block, and when I need to block. Until then, I don't think he's going to see the field because you can get your quarterback toe out the frame. If your quarterback is here and you're supposed to be getting that linebacker and you just whiff. We've seen this happen several times where Dak gets his back toe out. And it's like, bro.
So what do you do at that point?
To what?
So if Miles Sanders, because Miles Sanders, he looks like he's not the guy that we used to face when he was in Philly by like.
I think as the season goes on, I think Williams is going to get more of the totes. And I think they're going to bring Blue on slowly. I think Miles Sanders is going to be serviceable. Like I said, they ran the ball well. Combined for over 100 yards. They ran the ball well. Besides the fumble, if you take away the fumble, that's a great running game. If you take the fumble out, great running game. You have 100+ yards running the ball.
How do you think? How awkward was it? You just fumbled the ball and you had that rain delay, so you got sitting there with your team for like an hour and a half. And you just fumbled the ball like this.
I think it would have been more awkward. And shout out to our quarterback for making a touchdown saving tackle.
Facts. Shout out.
Sacrificing his body by lunging and grabbing a nip of his heel to get this boy down. Because that boy run a 4.3. If he got out of there,
he was gone.
Because he had a convoy.
Caught him by the hem of his garment.
And shout out to him for being aware and being willing. Because most quarterbacks ain't willing to do that.
Cam Newton.
I knew you was going there.
Hating on foe. You be hating on foe, so I'm gonna call it out. He call out foe, so I'm gonna call him out.
But no, Cam Newton won in the Super Bowl. He wasn't willing to sacrifice his body.
None of that smoke.
Dak sacrificed his body, man, in the midst of them big boys, and could have easily got ran up on or fell on, but he dove in there and saved that tackle, man. Which ultimately held him to 3 points. And I thought that kept them in the game. Now, had he scored, that'd have been a long delay for Miles Sanders. And he gave him a touchdown.
Hey, fellas.
And then shout out, man. We hadn't been able to run the ball on the goal line for a while.
Since what, 2017, 2016?
To have like 2 rushing touchdowns on a goal line, bro. That's what I'm telling people. What's up?
Let me shout out Shade, man. Shout out to Shade. when Jalen Carter got ejected, he went right up the middle on this defense. He went right at the advantage. He actually used the advantage. So you change up your game. Oh, this guy at the game. This is what we finna do. We finna attack them right up the middle.
And then also running between your two
And
best
was
guys,
gashing.
running between Smith and Cooper BB, they moving guys. They clearing the club out.
Yeah, even like on that big run that Miles Sanders had. Shout out to Terrence Steele coming from the backside.
Got that safety up out of there. That's what you call coaching. Hey, this is the play. You once you handle this D in here, you spread your big tail up here and you clear that safety out. Because if he breaks, now Miles Sanders slows molasses, but hey, a good 30-40 yard run. Hey, those ain't common.
No, they ain't
when we
coming,
see that the Cowboys, we were like, ooh.
Okay.
That's why I said the offense is fine, because if you can run the ball decently, man, if you give Dak a play action, dude.
And I love, man, on 49% of our plays, we had motion.
And they kept talking about that. They kept talking about that.
For the fans out there, if you don't understand, especially in today's game, how important motion is, pre-snap motion is, it opens up your run as well as your passing game. And for the life of us, we just would not utilize it during the Mike McCarthy era.
And shout out to Shotty for running multiple things out of that same scheme. So if he's sending Turpin on a motion, he'll hand it to him, send Turpin on another motion. Now I hand it to the running back, send Turpin on another motion. Now he's just running so when defenses see it, they don't know what's coming. Because like we don't know if you're finna give it to him, if you're finna hand it off. And so that's what he was saying, like, dude, like it's so much, and they haven't even touched the playbook. Because the defense, the Eagles defense is very vanilla. Yeah. They run a lot of zone. And so they play man sparingly. That's why when Dak got a man look, he was like, oh, heck yeah.
Bet.
Like, I'm going straight to CD. He look at CD like, bro, they in cover 0. Like, you catch this, bro.
It's a fact.
But, man, there's a lot to be excited about this team. There's a lot to prove to the optimism. And, man, y'all go show my boy Dig some love. Y'all was hard on my boy all season. Trade him. Get him out of here. Trade him. I don't want him. Man, he's sick.
I bet you want him now.
He goes out there against Super Bowl champs with 2 premier receivers, and you don't hear a peep out of them. A peep.
Him and Bland.
And Elam.
Yep.
That one was playing. And we got another corner that's in the works that's coming off IR.
Oh, yeah. Big kid.
You know, he's going to be in there probably in the dime package sometime. Shout out to Malik Hooker playing great free safety. Great free safety, man. Nobody got behind us except for that one play. One play. But,
free Marquise Bell. Get 6 out of there, man.
Boy, I was gonna go black and mild, boy.
Get him out of there,
boy.
Don't put Marquise Bell in there, man.
Donovan Wilson just out there. It's 10 versus 11. He's just out there, man.
But it's something I noticed, man, especially in this defensive scheme, man. We played no man. We played 100% zone Thursday night.
Well,
so totally different.
I think we'll play more man depending on the team we play, but that was coaching design. So for those who don't know, if you play man and you don't contain Jalen Hurts, he's gone.
In trouble.
And there's nobody there. Everybody downfield. he's gonna get at least 20 yards, 25 yards for somebody can come back and get him. So I think that was by design to have people there in the zone to where when he does break, it's not no 20 yards, 25 yards before somebody can get to him. So I think that was by design. Now, when we play more of a pocket quarterback, I think you will see some flashes of man in there because you're not so threatened by the run of the quarterback. I would say this though, John's in trouble because Russell Wilson ain't running nowhere. John's in trouble.
So we playing here, right?
Yep, first home game.
First home game, so it's already gonna be a different energy.
I think it's a noon kickoff. I believe.
Let me see what we got here. Yeah, noon kickoff.
I think it's a noon kickoff.
On Fox.
So I think
so let me ask you this, man. So we do agree that Tyler Booker, he did play well first game out. What about Donovan Izaraku?
I thought he got good pressure. I think he led the team in pressures. No, Sam Williams did. But I think he got good pressure. He was held a lot.
Bro, that's the thing about Philly always hold, bro.
He was held like going off, and then guys, you have to realize, like these guys are young. They're only going to get better as they play, and then they're only going to get better as the coach sees where you can excel and where to put you and how to plug you. So this is all new for the coaches too, because these players are new to the coaches. This is a whole new coaching scheme, a whole new coaching staff. And you really don't know what your player is until you can get them into an actual game. Then you can see, oh, okay, man, maybe if I move him over here, maybe he will be better here. Or man, maybe if I move the linebackers like this or rotate them like this, maybe they'll be better. You know?
Yeah, because I think he did pretty well. I just think he had to get adjusted to the speed of the game and on how to do his moves, because he was trying to do his moves too late and they already set, waiting on it and sitting on it. But I think, with the more, snaps and film work, you realize, okay, I can't be late to get into setting up my moves. I got to come out the gate with it.
But they're gonna be good, because when you got pressure coming up the middle, guys, and Clark, Odigizua, Solomon Thomas, they was bringing pressure up the middle, man. We used to be soft as toilet paper in the middle. If you want to beat us, just run up the middle. I used to be laugh when teams would come out and try to throw on us. I'm like, why are you throwing on us? Just run the freaking ball up the middle. And Philly came out true to form, like, hey, we just gonna try to run in y'all throat. And they realized, like, oh, this ain't gonna work. Saquon got that look on his face, like, oh, man.
Let me ask you this, man, while we get ready to face for the Giants next week. Who are your starting linebackers now, man? Because we see what they had in there wasn't working.
In the 4-3 scheme, of course you're gonna go Sanborn, you're gonna go Murray. I would go Lorfile until Overshown come back. Now, when Overshown's come back, he's gonna be the difference maker on this defense.
Would you keep Murray in there? But Murray would he went. I don't know what Murray was doing. I don't think Murray knew what he was doing. Murray just he run into his own player. One time he got in Sanborn way.
I'm always a guy that like to give my players grace. So I like to see you in a couple of games, and then I'll make a judgment based off of what you can do and things like that. So versus guys I've seen like Mozzie, I'm out on Mozzie. I don't see him. I seen him enough. Like I was out on Mozzie. I've been out on Damone Clark.
Yeah.
Like, so guys like that, I'm out on. Like,
yeah, I just don't understand. Like, Lil Fly, all you know, he's in the game, you know he's in the game. Clark's in the game, you just
Clark there for the tackle. Clark just going with the block like man, explode through that.
Yeah, now
He's just going with the motion. The line is shifting that way. He just going with him. I'm like, explode through that.
Break the block. He want to dance with it.
Now, you have to get a linebacker some credit because they was part of the reason why Saquon didn't get off. Like everybody was anticipating Saquon to get off. Eagles said that Saquon was going to have over 100 yards.
He's never had 100 yards against the Cowboys, has he? Maybe once.
Last year, he tore out the frame.
Before
last year, no. But last year...
Oh, yeah. I think he had like 160 last year. Never mind.
He could have got 200. He showed us mercy last year.
He went and sat down.
He tore us out the frame last year.
Never mind. I forgot about that. Yeah.
I was yelling at every single player on the field. Anybody. Micah. Anybody.
Micah.
But this is what I'm saying. And this alludes to my point I made last week. This is why some of the players on the team was frustrated with Micah. Like, Saquon is running down our freaking throat. You're the best player on this field, and you having zero impact right now. And you get zero criticism. Now, shout out to Sam Williams. Shout out to Dak Prescott, who put the reporters in their place when asked about Micah.
It's the quote. I feel like everybody's really tired of that question. Micah is gone. So I feel like we should stop bringing up his name. He's on Green Bay. You should ask the Cowboys about and worry about what we have got going on in the locker room.
Now, who was that? Was that?
That was Sam Williams.
That was Sam Williams. Sam Williams said, I got his cell phone number. I will give it to you if you want to ask him how he's doing. Sam Williams said, I'm worried about me. I'm not worried about Micah. I'm worried about how I play. I don't know what Micah's doing. Micah's in Green Bay.
I got his phone number if you want to ask him.
If you want to ask call. I'm not talking to Micah right now. We're in the season. I see Micah all season.
So Micah did take a little shot at the Cowboys the other day. So, you know, he doing a little presser. And he said, I came in Tuesday for treatment, and I saw almost every guy in the locker room. And I said, this is the first time I've seen this.
What you mean?
I guess he figured, you know, players putting in extra work and getting treatment, things of that nature. I guess people don't be in the locker room or around each other like a team or like each other like that.
I mean, I'm gonna be real with everybody. Micah's only relevant because of the Cowboys. Just gonna be real. Once this story gets old, Micah won't be talked about a lot. He'd be like the other star players who make good plays, but you still don't hear about them. Like Aiden Hutchins from Detroit, they don't cover him on ESPN. He be balling. A lot of star players in the league, they don't get coverage. Pat Surtain, he don't get a lot of coverage, but he be balling. You got coverage because you play for the Cowboys. And I think Mike is going to be real salty when that goes away because he likes the attention. And Mike is talking about, yeah, it wasn't about the money. Yeah, what was it? You signed a $47 million deal. Jerry offered you 40.
That's a fact.
So if it wasn't about the money,
what's up, fam?
What's going on, fam? What was it? But the optimism about this team, man. We get back to the Cowboys. Optimism about this team, man, is exciting, man. I'm excited. I really, really, really feel and believe that CD is going to bounce back. He's going to come back into a rare form. I think the first half is who he is and not the second half. So the first half, he was CD. Second half, he was Sedarian.
I think, man, this kind of bring it back. Not saying he was arrogant or anything. I think it just probably brought it back down to earth to get rooted it again. I think it's gonna unleash a beast, to be honest with you.
I mean, he's already a beast. I think what happened was he just lost focus.
Yeah.
He just wasn't focused. In the first half, he was locked in. Second half, I think the rain delay had a part to do with that. Just came out unfocused, got too loose instead of locked in. And I think this was humbling to him to say, hey, man, if you ain't on top of your game, this can happen. Like, now you got to carry this weight into the next game.
I think he finna be a monster. Like, he's already a monster. He's finna be a monster.
And let me tell you how I know. Because Shotty came and did an interview and said, the Cowboys was off the other day, and there was only one Cowboy that was in the building. And when I walked in there, it was CeeDee Lamb.
On the jugs.
On the jug machine, catching the freaking ball. He said, that's the type of player that I want. That's what you call accountability. Not just accepting that, yeah, I messed up. That's my bad. But to actually say, you know what? I'm finna get back in the lab.
Yep. And then also he held himself accountable. He didn't try to put it off on nobody else, take shots at anybody else. No, this is
why him and Dak are captains. Because Dak is the same way. When Dak goes out there and mess up, Dak don't come in and point the finger like, oh man, this happened. Oh man, I threw an interception because it bobbled out of his hands. He just said, hey, I gotta stop throwing them. I gotta stop throwing interception. He don't come in and say, well, this is why I threw the interception. And if CD had caught it and not bounced off his chest, it wouldn't have been a pick. He don't come in and do that.
Yep.
He come in and say, you know what? I threw it. It was an interception. It's on me.
That's a fact.
We got a question, man, from a cuz man in the comments. He said, do you think we'll be able to keep George Pickens? And then the second question was that also, do you think we need another running back, one or two?
I think we'll be able to keep Pickens now since we didn't pay Micah. The money's there.
We got a lot of cap space. We second in the league. We second in the league in cap space.
We got that paper, cuz. We got that paper. We got that paper. I think the days of bell cow backs is over. Outside of Derrick Henry and I guess you could say Saquon. Outside of that, everybody else is doing running back by committee pretty much.
I think that once Jalen Blue gets his stuff together, I think he will come in and really fill that void of being that change of pace back. But I think that Dallas was never looking for an all-star running back. Dallas was just looking for the capability to be able to run the football. Because for the past few years, we haven't been able to run the football at all. And yesterday, man, was so refreshing. I mean, not yesterday, but Thursday was so refreshing, man, because whenever we can get over 100 yards rushing, man, and to see our offensive line opening holes, besides the fumble by Sanders, it would have been a perfect running day. That was like the only big blemish on the running backs is that fumble at the goal line. If that didn't happen.
And then I think, man, I think with Jaden Blue, they're going to bring him along. I think he's going to be solid. And I said this in the preseason. I really like Phil Marfa. So I think going into next season, he's going to be ready. And so if you have that 1-2 punch with Phil and Jaden Blue, I think that's going to be a solid duo in the backfield. I like him.
Well, I think Jalen Blue is the star that everybody's looking for. With the star quality, the star ability. He's what everybody's looking for. The flash, the pizzazz, the one that can really just make something happen, has the breakaway speed, has all that, can catch out the backfield. You can put him in the slot. He has all these abilities as a star running back. Now we got to get his mental together because now he has to be able to learn the intricacies of playing running back, and it's not just carrying the ball. You're going to have to block, young fella. You're going to have to pass protect. And I heard coming out of camp that was like really his only real weakness was being able to locate the block and being able to block the right guy at the right time. And I know it's a world of a difference from college because you got these 250-pound bulls running in here, and the coach wants you to stick your face mask. And I understand that it's easier said than done because, hey, the running back is standing still. The linebacker's running full speed. And you're supposed to put your body on the line to stop this man, to give your quarterback an extra couple of seconds to get this ball off. So I understand, like, where he coming from, but if you want to play running back in the NFL, that's part of a running back's job, is to be able to pass protect.
Yeah, I think he reminds me a lot of what's the running back we used to have here? He used to tandem with Zeke. He was a scat back.
Tony Pollard.
Tony Pollard. So he kind of reminds me along that, because Tony Pollard was the same way. At first, when he got here, he didn't want to pass protect. He was just disinterested. And so he realized, look, if you want to get on this field, you want to get some snaps, you're gonna have to pass protect.
But I think Jalen Blue, out of all those guys, he has the most upside. His potential is extremely high.
Do you think he can be a bell cow?
I think so, but it's all dependent on him. To me, I think his ceiling is CMC. Is Christian McCaffrey. I think that's his ceiling. And I think that his floor is probably a Tony Pollard. Yeah, I think some people are putting too much pressure on him. And I think the coaching staff is doing a good job by not playing him right away and really trying to develop him instead of just throwing him out in the fire. And I'm all for it. I'm just saying in the future, with the potential that he has, the skill sets he has, he could be that guy. But that's all dependent on his development and how much he wants to go out and get it. But I think the coaching staff is doing a good job by not throwing him in the fire and actually being patient with him and bringing him along slowly and trying to develop him. So I think that's and I don't think they need to rush him because they're running the ball fine. You know, you're running the ball. You know, the running backs are doing what they're supposed to do. And then two, we're passing offense. No matter how much we want to say it, we're passing offense. We're going to air the ball out. But just to have an ability to run, like it's 3rd and 1. Like we ain't been able to run and get no first down on 3rd and 1 in forever.
That's a fact.
To be able to line up and run the ball and get that, like that's big time. But no, I'm with you for all those who don't want to rush Blue. I'm with y'all. I'm the same. I don't want to rush him out there and put all the expectations on him to do something that he ain't ready for right now. So I'm just speaking on potential that he has, but I don't want to rush him out there. But we're gonna have to do something about Tolbert. We definitely gonna have to get Tolbert up out of there.
Man, we got options, man. Gonna put them in them grays. You remember how we used in high school? You had grays. Put them in them grays. Show them that film and said, "This is why you're not. This is why you're gonna be in these grays."
Tolbert and Mozzie, they need to go ahead and move them on around.
Get us a pick or something, man, because at this point, what is this? Tolbert was his 4th year, 5th year.
Yeah, I think this is like his 4th or 5th year.
No, man, he got to move around, bro. He got to move around. He's at his ceiling. He
has capability. It's just what lost me yesterday was just his disinterest. Like it just lost me. Like to see him like so uninterested. And the way Shotty's offense is, Shotty play calling or his new scheme and system it's intentional. So he's got a guy that he's going to get the ball to. And In the first half, it was CeeDee Lamb. So he was scheming CeeDee open. This is a lot different from the team that we had last year to where we just run routes and then Dak just see who gets open.
Yeah, and it just be usually the routes are just all the same. It's a post hook or just
we run a bunch of comebacks, a button hooks.
It just nothing creative about what we was doing.
Slants, hooks, button hooks, outs.
That's it. No motion.
We were dead last in motion last year. Dead last. We wasn't moving nobody. We weren't giving the defense nothing to think about. It's just just line up and just call it what it is. Shout out to Shotty. He know they play zone. He called up zone beaters.
Simple. This is what y'all gonna play. This is what I'm gonna do. You're gonna give us something, and I'm gonna take what you're giving me. Like I said, this is the first time in 15 years that our coach actually put us in a position to win.
I mean,
and we didn't have to win in spite of him.
That's facts.
He had good time management at the end of the first half where we got able to get a field goal out of that. The way he set that up. When the last time we've had that?
I mean, he looked at prepared. He didn't look flustered one bit. He looked like, hey man, I came in, we supposed to win. And by his attitude at the end of the game, he was pissed because Dallas didn't get beat. Dallas gave the game away. At the end of the game, you got a shot to win, and Dallas gave it away. Drop after drop after drop. You just gave it away.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
But I think that it would be better for it. Like I said, I think that this game Thursday was more of a measuring stick than anything to see exactly what our team can be. And you put them up against the defending champs and you say, okay, let's see how you look. Now, everybody thought coming into the game, Dallas was going to get blown out. It wasn't going to be close. Dallas ain't got a shot. I heard somebody say, 34 to 17 or 34. I'm like, God, dog. We ain't never lost that bad with Dak at quarterback to the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
But, the game came down to the end, man. It came down to the bitter end. And Dallas had a shot to win, and they couldn't get it done, man. But you know exactly where your team is right now. Mm-hmm. And you know that your team can compete with the upper echelon teams. And man, if we clean up some stuff, man, we're right up there with the upper echelon teams. And the one thing missing from the defense was a game record. And like I said, I believe that game record for us is Overshown. I believe he's that guy for us.
Did they say how long before Overshown come back? Is it October?
I think they said October. Because he's already running and doing drills and stuff like that. So
right.
He's going to be getting ready to go into his ramp up probably by the end of September.
Man, but I can't wait. But if we didn't need him any other time, but we needed him Thursday night.
I mean, not really,
bro.
I mean, we always need him because I think he's going to be ultimately probably one of the best defenders in the league with his potential. But Dallas, that was Dallas' game. Dallas lost that game. They gave that game away.
I'm just saying,
Overshown don't change the drops.
I'm saying even outside of the drops, bro, the runs that Jalen Hurts had would have been.
I mean, yeah, but like you hold the Eagles, man, in check. You give up nothing to the receivers. Diggs and them had the receivers in jail. I mean, straight Akon. Locked up. I mean, they was in jail. Like I said earlier, like Paul and Silas, they was in jail. You lock that up. Then you get down to Saquon. You shut that down. You hold Saquon to only 60 yards. You shut that down. And then you basically say, okay, Jalen, if you want to run around, cool. We'll try to minimize it as much. But the Eagles have a ton of weapons. And that's what makes them good. You know, they have a lot. You know, they got receivers out there. They got a running back. They got another running back at quarterback. You know, I call him a running back. He ain't a quarterback for me. He's a running back. But the defense played well against a Super Bowl contending team. They gave you a shot to win. You're not going to totally shut them down. They're a Super Bowl team. We're not talking about the Giants or something like that. We're talking about a team that just won a Super Bowl. You're not going to totally shut them down. But the thing we want the defense to do was, hey, don't let them just go out here and go crazy. Where Saquon running all over the place, everybody running all over the place. When we lose our first game of the season, most of the time we go to playoffs. That is facts.
That is a fact.
It's facts. That is facts.
I'll take it. Especially
Big facts.
Not saying I'm okay with the loss, but the way we lost.
Our first game, Dallas does well. I don't know why it's like that. When we win our season opener,
he used it on the end too well for us.
Like, it's good, but we,
yeah,
aren't on our side when we do that, man.
Kind of breaking up a little bit. Dan, you there? Did we lose Dan? I think we lost Dan, man. He'll be back in a minute. Make sure he know, because he might be talking, thinking he good. Okay, so shout out to PJ. His statement: our D line is solid, and our linebackers are terrible. I would agree with that. From what I've seen, I like the get off on the snaps. That's something we hadn't had in a while. Getting the pressure up the middle. But these linebackers, man, like I said, what's his name? Damone Clark should not be out there at this point. I mean, how many more snaps do we need to see that he's just not that guy? He's not the guy that we thought he was going to be coming out of LSU. He's just not that guy. You got Luafau over there. When Luafau gets in, he makes plays. He's in the midst of the play. He's in position. Unlike Damone Clark. Yeah, man, I think our D-line is going to be solid, man. Looks like it's going to be geared to play the run. We may be decent with the pass rush, but we're geared to play the run, which has been our Achilles heels for years now. Dan, you there? You there? Okay. So, like Dan said, having some technical issues there. He's struggle streaming right now. But yeah, man, it was trash, man. And I'm not a big fan of Kenneth Murray, man. Playing the mic, man. To be the mic, man, you have to be if nobody else is in position, man, you have to be in position. And you have to make sure everyone else is in position, man. And when you're in the mic. And as the mic, he was the one out of position. outside of our DNs. Our DNs were just they just did their own thing, man. They were just all over the place. But yeah, I can't wait till Overshown comes back, man. Yeah, at this point, man, I wouldn't. If I was the GM, man, or the front office, man, I would try to go and see if I could trade for a Mike linebacker. Because, well, Mike linebacker, you need somebody that's smart. And Kenneth Murray don't seem too smart. I think that was his issue when he was in Tennessee, man. He's just not the brightest. So I would even be willing to give the rookie a try, Shamar James, that we got from Florida. The rookie, man, see what he can do. He can't be no worse than Shamar. He can't be no worse than Kenneth Murray, man. I would give him a shot, man. Like I said, I'm real big on like certain positions where you cannot cheap around with that. And Mike linebacker is one of those positions.
Man, you told me we was straight at linebacker, man. I kept telling you, man.
I thought we was until
you talking about corner was the problem.
I thought, hey, I stand corrected. That guy got out there, man. He running into his own players. He's stopping his own players in pursuit. When I see him running to Sanborn, who was in pursuit on a play, I was done. I was done.
Dak finna beat the job by 40. Dak finna beat the job by 40. The Giants got one offensive weapon. That's Malik Neighbor.
All you gotta do is bracket that. That's over with.
I don't know who they got at quarterback. Sanborn is not the guy. He needs to sit down. He's got the IQ, but not the athleticism. That's very true.
I agree. Because when I seen him he got set down by Jalen Hurts on that run. That was a big. He was there. He just got set down. He had to touch her.
So I would ask y'all this: do you use a number one to go get a pass rusher, or do you use a number one to go get a linebacker?
Linebacker. We have decent edge rushers. But like I said, man, there's certain positions that you just can't cheap around with. And your Mike linebacker can be. Just think about it, bro. When during the Sean Lee era, when he was our Mike, it plays a vital part in your defense.
Man, if Sean Lee could have stayed healthy, he would have been a Hall of Famer.
Exactly. You can have an okay Rover and Sam, but your Mike has to be solid.
Would you think about getting Eric Kendricks back?
At this point, yes, I would. Eric Kendricks knows the game. His IQ, he got a pretty good IQ. Don't cause no trouble in the locker room. You can get him for cheap. Go sign him on a minimum.
I will also ask this: Would you talk to New Orleans about trading for Brandon Cooks for Tolbert?
Nah, I would not saying I wouldn't mind having him here. I just think because when you already have what's his name, little fellow, Turpin. You already got Turpin here. Where's his touches really gonna come from? Really like that?
I mean, we need somebody in the receiver that's
not really, because we just need like a solid third option. We already got like two. We got two beasts out there. We just need a solid third option.
If I'm giving up a first round pick, he needs to be that guy.
That's a fact. But like I said, if we're not going to draft one, we need to go and get one.
I mean, this year we got 2 first round. This year and next year we got 2 first round picks. So either you're gonna pick one up in the draft, or you're gonna try to use one of those first rounders to go out and get. And I don't know a lot of teams that's gonna be willing to part ways with.
You throw that first round in their face, they gonna you can give them the talk. And despite of what I think of Jerry, he's one of the best negotiators in the game.
Jerry gonna cheat you now.
He said he ain't gonna treat you. He gonna cheat you.
He gonna cheat you. Hey, you do need to know that. Let that be known.
Let that be known. Yeah, you'll leave that me thinking like, man, did he take advantage of me?
Man, Jerry gave Green Bay Michael with broken back. Got a Pro Bowl D tackle and two first round picks. That man L4
L5.
and L5 is jacked up in that man back. He's gonna have to have surgery sooner or later.
Yeah, when they say he had to get the epidural.
They said he got to have an epidural before every game just to be able to stomach the pain to play until he's able to have, in the season in the surgery.
And one thing that Shannon Sharp said, and it rings true, I've yet to see where it rings true. If you limp into the season, you're going to limp out the season.
For sure. If you come into the season hurt already and you playing like that, it's only going to get worse.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying his back hurt, man. And you all know, man, when that back starts to get at you,
it ain't.
And then too, if you start having surgery in that back, man, 9 times out of 10, it ain't gonna never be the same, man. Once they start digging into your back,
and then y'all playing in the cold weather with no roof. Then you playing but Detroit got a roof. Who else? Chicago ain't got no roof.
Nah, it's cold in Chicago, and boy.
And that's the type of cold that make you mad, man. It make you irritable. They facing all them elements.
That's because they win. It's just
unforgiving, man.
But no, man. I'm glad to see where we was. I'm glad to see where we are as a team. We was optimistic coming into the season, but now we understand that a lot of stuff that we said was true.
Mm-hmm.
It was true. It's real. Our team is a playoff team. Now we'll see how they develop over the next few weeks or whatever. And really, you really won't know what the defense is until you get one of your best players back in Overshawn. You really won't know what that is. Right now, we got a top 5 offense. Point blank period.
Oh, absolutely.
Now is to see what the ceiling of the defense can be. And so now the cornerback, solid. Safeties, solid. D-line, solid. Linebackers, garbage. And so it's just and I kept telling people, I said, man, y'all not more worried about this linebacker crew? Man. Oh no, the cornerback, man, I said, man, bro, if you give me a healthy Diggs and Bland, bro, that's probably one of the top 5 best tandems in the league.
Like that is my number one concern, even over edge rush. It is, or even running back. It is the linebacker core. Like I said, outside of Overshawn and Lure Fowl, I'm worried. I am worried because it's one thing to kind of miss some plays here and there. It's another thing when you just look bad doing it, and it looks bad.
And I'm happy that we was able to generate pressure without a lot of blitzes.
Yeah,
he didn't blitz a lot, and when he did blitz, he blitzed off the zone. So he didn't do a lot of man blitzes. He did a lot of zone blitzes, and so which don't leave you so vulnerable on the back end. So I like that we was able to generate some pressure with the 4 men, with the 4 linemen, against a really good offensive line. If you can generate that pressure, I would like to see what's going to happen for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
And I think Jerry is gonna make a move. I think he's gonna make a move.
I'm telling you, bro, you have to, man.
And I think it's gonna be a defensive move for sure. I think he's gonna make a move. I think it's gonna be a defensive move. I'll be happy with anything that you put inside the box. So D line, a linebacker, but it has to be inside the box. If you get a game changer, I don't care where you put them at. Just put them in the box. The back end is solid enough. You don't have to do nothing about that. But the box, you can sure up the box.
That's a fact.
Now, if you want to go out and you want to look for another receiver, I won't be mad at that either. Now we don't need it, but I'm saying,
yeah,
because I don't know when old boy's coming back off of IR. What's his name? Mingo. He was good, but I don't know how long he's going to be out. I don't know if it's going to be an extended period of time, or is he out just for a few weeks? If he's out just for a few weeks, then don't do nothing, because I like him. He's rangy, he's strong.
Man, bringing one of these guys out the practice squad until he get back.
Man, I don't know what them dudes look like, man. You see them guys in preseason?
Look who. Well, we don't know. You know why we don't know? Who was throwing that rock out there?
What Joe Milton said, put me in, coach.
Yeah, man, Joe Milton, boy, he throwing that thing all over the place.
Boy.
Nah, you throwing that thing all over the place, bro.
Somebody to ask Joe Milton, man, are you colorblind? Man, what colors are you seeing?
Nah, bro.
I don't see no colors, coach. I see shapes. Oh, gosh. Man, this guy here say he sees shapes. Man.
Oh, man, we didn't talk. We didn't. Before we get out of here, we got to touch on this, bro. We both missed this. What's the deal with
Is it one of them ESPN guys?
No.
Oh, okay.
What's going on with Jake Ferguson, bro?
I don't know, man. He ain't been right since he got that concussion, man.
He has not.
Ever since he got his head knocked off, Jake ain't been right, man. And I don't know if he started working for State Farm or what, but man, he ain't been right since he got that concussion, man.
Yeah, man. And we just paid him that money too.
I don't know, man. I'm gonna try to give him I'm gonna try to give him a week or two before I jump off the ship. Because once I jump off that thing, I'm off, man. I'm gonna try to give him a couple of weeks to see, what he can do, and things like he had a nice little one-hand catch, so I'm gonna see if he can build off of that.
He dropped that rock in the end zone, man.
He dropped that thing. I'm gonna need him to catch that. Yeah, it's a hot one. Dak was throwing heat. I ain't gonna lie. Some of them passes Dak was throwing, it was heat.
Hey, man.
And it was accuracy. It was pinpoint accuracy, but it was heat.
It hit him in the hands.
But that ball coming in so hot. It's heat. Dak was throwing that thing like Brett Favre last night. It was hot. You catch that thing, you like, God, dog. Break my finger.
Man, you gotta catch that, man. Especially when you just got your money.
But
you gotta catch that.
You're slated. They got you slated to be one of the top 10 best tight ends in the league, man. You got to catch that with your potential you have, man, and what you have shown us. Like, you got to catch that, man. You just got to catch that. There is no questions. And we play the Giants next, man. Man, they ain't got. I look at their roster. I'm like, man, they ain't got nobody on their roster.
Man, they big on that. They talking about they got the best line in the league, and
I think their line got improved. But when you look at now, I think the defense will be pretty good. Their D line is good with Dexter Lawrence and Burns. Them,
yeah,
they gonna be a problem.
Yeah, they got some boys up front there.
They gonna be a problem there. But offensively, when I'm looking at them offensively, outside of Malik Neighbors, like who else they got with Slayton?
Yeah, I don't even know who they are. I don't even know who they wide receiver 2 is.
I think it's Slayton.
I thought Slayton moved on.
Nah, he's still there.
Really?
I think the best thing the Giants had ever done though was to get off that Daniel Jones contract.
Boy.
The worst thing they ever did was get rid of Saquon. The best thing they ever did was to get out there to find somebody stupid enough to take that Daniel Jones contract.
And they did it.
The Colts ain't had no choice, man. You see Anthony Richardson out there?
And that's just awful.
Boy, Anthony Richardson, boy, he throwing that thing out there, boy, like he got a baseball glove on. Boy. Man.
Oh, snap. Cuz said he been off the Ferguson ship since last year.
He said he done.
He said he done. He said I've seen enough. Cuz said he's seen enough.
I can't blame you.
I can't, man.
You know, well, Foy ain't been here, but I can't blame you because his play has been poor. Last year he had 0 touchdowns, so I can't blame you. Now some of that I would say because Dak wasn't here, but I noticed once he had that concussion, he just ain't been. I don't know what it is. I don't know if he's scared again to get another one, or exactly what's going on in his mind, but I don't know, man. But we'll see. I give him a couple of games. If he don't show me nothing in a couple of games, I'm gonna be with y'all. Ready to get Jake Ferguson up out of here.
Bro, we finna do the Giants dirty.
I don't even know who they running back is. I looked at the I'm like, bro, who is this?
We got Devin Singletary. He trash.
Go call the man trash. Oh man.
Ain't he trash? Ain't he? You tell me that man ain't trash, bro.
He's serviceable, man. He like a number 2.
You can't say that with a straight face. You can't even say it with a straight face.
Call him man trash, man. God, no.
Prove me wrong if he's not trash.
Now I want to know what the Giants plan on doing. Are they gonna come out here and try to throw this ball on us with Russell Wilson?
Boy, it's gonna be a lot of pick sixes out there if you do that. Oh, they got Cam Scatterbo from Arizona State. They're running back.
Shout out to Cam, man. But yeah, he ain't gonna play a lot. But
they got him at running back number 2. So
he had 2. I thought he's at 3.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see, but
he's another kind of power guy. Like
Yeah.
I don't think they got nobody back there who got any speed like that. Who just gonna be getting up out of there?
Nah, not like that. They got a lot of wide receivers. They kept like 6 or 7 receivers.
They ain't been planning on throwing on us. I don't know who the Titan they had. What's the Titan they had last year?
What was his name last year?
I can't even think of Buddy's name.
I think he came from Washington, was it?
No.
Yeah, I forgot Buddy's name last year. But I don't know who none of these guys is they have on their roster for tight end.
No, I don't know none of them.
Yeah, like they.
Darren Waller.
Darren Waller, and he retired. So.
He said he's not doing it no more. He said y'all can take this money back. Darren Waller looked at that roster and said, "Oh no. Yeah, man." He called his agent up. Hey man, here. Come out here and pick this. Come
He
out
said,
here.
I don't want it no more.
He told him, come out here and pick this check up, man. Take that back up there. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna do that. That man, you know that check say return to sender.
He said, I didn't endorse it. I'm sending it back.
Went to his bank and disputed that charge. Hey man, that's not me. That ain't me.
Hey man, that's what your boy did, man. Amari Cooper, man. He went back to the Raiders, and they were like, nah, I'm good.
That man got to the Raiders like, man, where our team at? Well, this is us. Oh man, nah.
He's out there running them routes. I ain't never seen, and he's a route technician, and I never seen him run routes like this. He was just so disinterested. And he said, I'm done. What do you think about that, man? You think his time was up, or you think he had a little bit in the gas and tank? Or
I think that he's done. Now, I wouldn't mind having him back here, but you know, he's a guy that can get open. But he's not a number one guy anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind having him as my wide receiver 3. That's for sure.
You know. But no, I think that you know, he's been in quite a few unfortunate situations. But you know, and I think it's best. I think it's smart on him to be able to retire. I think OBJ needs to retire too.
He basically retired. He's showing up at these games now, trying to get somebody to sign him.
Ain't nobody signing you no more, man. And y'all can call AB and tell him to come on back to America. He got a warrant out for his arrest.
Hey man, he coming back, man. I think he got a body, don't he?
That man AB, that man AB said, "Hey, I'll be back, man. I gotta go check on my property." That man AB flew up there and trashed his and burned his passport.
No, man.
Changed his name to Anton Bryant.
Ain't you Antonio Brown? No, Anton.
Anton, that's my name. So you mean to tell me you that's not you?
Anton
Bryant.
Who is it, Tony? You're speaking of? Who is this?
He played football. American football.
American football? Or you mean football?
Boy, they started talking about a body. He got a body. Wait a minute.
He still be cutting up on Twitter.
That man get on there, man. He want to cuss people out, man. That's a clear case of CTE.
I'm telling you, man, he ain't been the same since old boy blew him up.
And I'm not trying to
see Dan ain't right, man. Dan ain't right, man.
I'm not trying to laugh because he got some serious health issues, and I'm not trying to laugh at that. But man, he got smoke coming across there. And man, when
what was that dude's name?
Was it Perfect? Was it
Montez Perfect? Yeah.
He came across there, man, and when he got hit, his body just melted. He just kind of just melted to the turf. And I was like, yeah, dog.
Yeah, after that's when he started getting all crazy.
Man, shoot, them type of hits, boy. Them type of hit, man, that make your helmet stick to your head, boy. They gotta cut that off. I saw that helmet out, boy. Man, y'all don't know, man. You ever get hit and your helmet turned the wrong way? And you looking in your ear hole? That's when you know you've been hit. That's when people call your name. Huh? Man, I remember, man, middle school playing ball, man. Playing Pearl C. Man, they had some grown men out there, boy.
Man, Pearl City, boy. That wasn't no but a prison.
There's a grown man out there, man. And, man, we ran a quick hitch, man. I'm playing quarterback, man. I throw a quick hitch to my boy Neil. And he caught it and got to turn upfield. And, man, that linebacker came over there and knocked Neil into next week. And I knew it was wrong because Neil's earpiece was out his helmet. I think we all got scared. We couldn't figure out how it happened. How is this even possible? I kept saying that, and the coach was like, "Shut up!" I'm like, "But how is that even possible?"
Because the coach was scared too. We're like, man, we gotta get out of here, man.
I was like, "Man, time out, time out."
Who did the gridiron game?
He's got to go over there and get his earpiece. And we need to talk about how did this earpiece come out this helmet. It's one thing to get your earpiece knocked loose. It's a whole nother thing for your earpiece to fly out your helmet. Man.
Oh, my goodness.
But, guys, man, we finna get ready to get up out of here, man. We don't clown enough, man.
Oh,
We're finna get up out of here, man. We appreciate y'all logging in with us and chilling with us, man, discussing this game, man. We're gonna be locked in, man. We got a lot in store for this season. We will be doing a live game together, man. We haven't done a live show together, so we will be doing a live game. I've been hit that hard when I played. I went to the altar. Oh man, I'm telling you, boy, you can get hit so hard, man. Lord, you said you was protecting me. That's what you said. You might mute it, boy. I feel alone.
Where was you at?
I feel alone. You said your angel was camped around me. Man, shoot, boy, you can get hit hard, but I've been hit hard.
Oh man,
boy, somebody laid the wood on you like that, boy.
Mm-hmm. And shout out to Cuz. Cuz was a beast, man.
Man, he was nice out there, man. But man, when you toting that ball, you know it's only a matter of time before somebody catch you right.
That's a fact.
You know, but man, we're gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. We appreciate everybody joining in with us, man, laughing with us, man, talking this game, discussing this game, man. Remember, man, we're gonna be here after every game, man, discussing this. Also, subscribe button, man. It don't cost you anything. Follow us on all social media platforms and let that be known. But until next time, peace out, man. Love y'all.